If you're an indie artist in the Texas music scene, you know that passion and talent, well, that's just the starting line. The real challenge, cutting through all that noise. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and map out the entire ecosystem that's been built to help you do exactly that. All right, so here's the plan. First, we're going to talk about that big dilemma every indie artist runs into. Then we'll get into the good stuff, the tools and the people built to solve it. We're talking about a chart that actually matters and a playbook for the pros. And then we'll tie it all together to show you how it works as one big support system. All right, first things first, let's tackle the big one. The fundamental challenge that honestly keeps so many incredibly talented artists from ever really breaking through. Seriously, think about this for a second. You spend weeks, maybe months, pouring your absolute heart and soul into a song. You get every note, every lyric just right. And then, what? The really, really hard part begins. Yep, getting it heard by the right people. Because, let's be real, in today's world of algorithms and never-ending playlists, trying to get your music to actual program directors, curators, and real, living, breathing fans, it can feel totally impossible. And that struggle, that fight for genuine recognition, that's the exact problem this entire ecosystem was built to solve. So how do you actually get heard? Well, it all starts with having a foundation of real, solid, measurable data. Let's get into the very first piece of this puzzle, a chart that genuinely matters. Meet the Texas Internet Radio Chart, or TIRC for short. And let me be clear, this isn't about hype. It's not about paid placements. This is a trusted system that pulls data directly from a whole network of radio stations to track what songs are actually getting spins. If you're new to the industry, think of this as your very first piece of verifiable proof that you're gaining traction. And this quote, it just nails it. We live in an age of weird algorithms and vanity metrics, right? TRC gives you something that's getting harder and harder to find, real, authentic validation. This is from actual DJs and programmers who believe in your song enough to share it with their listeners. And right here, this logo, that's the symbol of that authenticity. You know, TIC didn't start in some corporate boardroom. It was a passion project started by its founder, Mark Sebby. He saw a huge gap in the industry and wanted to give indie artists a fair shot, a real way to prove their music was connecting with people, based on legitimate airplay, not just a bunch of clicks. Okay, but tracking spins? That's really just the beginning. Think of the data as the spark. The real fire, that comes from the community that's built around that data. So let's keep going and see how this thing gets so much bigger. So here's a really crucial distinction you gotta get. TIRC versus TIRA. TIRC is the chart. That's the data, the hard proof that you're getting played. TIRA, on the other hand, is the Texas Internet Radio Association. That's the community. We're talking the network of artists, station owners, all the pros who are there to support each other. So one gives you the recognition, the other gives you the relationships. Makes sense, right? And get this. This isn't some fly-by-night thing. This community has been around, growing and supporting artists for more than 7 years now. It started out as a small initiative and has literally become a cornerstone of the indie Texas music scene. And this is where it all comes to life. The annual award celebration is the big one. It's the flagship event where the data from the chart meets the people from the association, all in one room. You've got artists performing, pros networking. The whole community just comes together to celebrate the people who are really making an impact. Okay, so let's recap. You've got recognition from the chart. You've got a community to network with. Awesome. But how do you turn all that into an actual sustainable career? Well, for that, you need a playbook. You need an educational engine to really power your journey. And this is where that third crucial piece just clicks right into place. See, TIRC and TIRA work hand in hand with SMG Academy. If the chart is the what songs are getting played, and the association is the who, the community, then the academy is the how. It's where you get the business smarts you absolutely need to navigate this complicated industry. And listen, this isn't just some abstract theory. This is a direct quote from a real recording artist, Chuck Winter. He flat out credits this guidance for helping him build his career. I mean, that's the real-world impact we're talking about, right? Taking that raw passion and talent and turning it into a real, viable business. So what does that guidance actually look like? Well, it's real, tangible stuff. We're talking about programs for artist development, for songwriter education, and this one's huge. Crucial training on how radio promotion actually works. It's mentorship, it's networking, it's all the stuff that gives you the business know-how to really make it. All right, now let's put all these pieces on the table and see the full picture. Let's look at the complete pathway that's been designed specifically for independent artists and music pros. So here it is, the whole journey, mapped out step by step. Number 1, you create your music. 2, you get that music on the radio, and Tier tracks it, giving you real recognition. 3, that recognition opens the door to the Tier community. 4, you sharpen your skills and learn the business side with SMG Academy. And 5, you get to celebrate all that hard work at the awards. See, it's a complete cycle. So the most important thing to take away from all this is that these aren't just separate, random things. They are interlocking parts of one single, really powerful ecosystem. It's a strategic support system designed from the ground up to guide an artist from their very first single all the way to a sustainable career. It gives you the tools, the network, and the knowledge you need every single step of the way. So we'll leave you with this thought. The traditional music industry, man, it can feel like you're just facing one locked door after another. But what if you had the key? What could you actually build? What could you achieve if you had a clear path, a playbook for success, and a whole community that has your back, ready to help you open those doors?